pretty sure the NHL season being canceled is the biggest dang it we've ever seen. I mean, it's either that or Brad Marchand going for a line change with 10 seconds left in the first period of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final in 2019. People don't forget. But just because we're stuck at home doesn't mean we stop making stuff. The fine folks here at the Sportsnet YouTube channel have compiled the top 5 Steve's dang-its of the season, dare I say so far? I don't know, whatever has gone on in 2019-20. So, for your viewing pleasure, here are the top 5 Steve's dang-its of the 2019-2020 season, hopefully so far. I was talking to producer Drew, and it's not often that we both look at a play and just go, ah, dang it, automatic. This was definitely that. Here's Yaroslav Halak giving the puck away.
Line across for Pastrnak, swing and a miss. Krug's rocket goes into Sissons. He bunts it ahead. Here comes Halak. Josi out. He scores! 2 goals in a span of 35 seconds, and the Nashville Predators have come from behind to lead the Bruins.
What? Talk to Kevin Dean. They say they play a lot of man-on-man. They don't really play layers in their own zone. And even though Josi, that's not his man, the shot block frees that puck up into the neutral zone. He just takes off. Halak has to make the decision. He makes it. He comes out, but he can't get the puck past Josi. Josi able to play with the body. And how about that pivot? As that loose...
Yaro, why? Okay, so granted the puck is cleared in a funny way, and it looks like Roman Josi is going to get a clear breakaway on Yaroslav Halak. So I guess I understand why he came out. But that is an all-or-nothing move. Not only do you have to be the first person to the puck, you need to make sure that little guy is out. Because if you fail at either of those things, the puck is going in your net. Halak gets to it first. It's not out, is it? Josi blocks the clearing attempt, a nice little spin and fire while he keeps track of it. It was actually kind of a nice goal if you ignore Halak. He scores, and now a game in the third period that was tied just a second ago is a 3-2 Preds lead. Horrible goal, horrible circumstance, and the Bruins did end up tying this game at 3s, only to have Nashville win 4-3 in overtime. If this goal doesn't go in, who knows?
And now, I don't. Do we have any left? Do we have any dang-its left? Okay, well, while you're figuring that out, just let me go get something. I'm gonna go get something, okay? Sup, you? I can't even do it. Sup, you Flames fan clowns? Oilers fan Steve here. Hey, did you see the game the other day? Did you see it? See it through those flame-colored glasses? I saw it. 20/20 vision. I saw the Oilers kick the Flames up and down the ice. You don't even deserve to, who is this goalie? Never heard of him. You don't even deserve to be up there. Oh, hey, look, it's the gloves that Lucic didn't drop. They're right here there, Luch. They're right here. Get up there. Get up. You can't hit the ice. Not with Luch. You know what I'm going to show you. Show it.
Back inside, Tim Talbot reaches back. And that is whistled down, and nobody is happy now as in came Gagne with a late poke. And look out as Talbot is into it, and he wants a piece of somebody back there.
Gagne's coming back at Giordano, and now Giordano's coming up too. This thing blew over in a hurry.
And Smith is coming up to center ice as this thing comes unglued.
And Bear in the high slot here fighting, looks like with Matthew Tkachuk.
It's Tkachuk and Bear, and they are trading them. Bear comes over the top of the right. Tkachuk comes back, and now Talbot and Mike Smith are going to go at center ice. Talbot and Smith, who've been on both sides of this Battle of Alberta. This is unbelievable.
Wow. Both guys played for the other team respectively the year before in the Battle of Alberta. They're going against each other. And Mike Smith came right to center. Talbot said, you know what, let's do this. It just keeps getting better and better.
But the Flames should have to take this off their shoulder after that. This should be illegal. You shouldn't be able to, weed can stay. This should be illegal. I can say it, it's legal now. For real, this isn't just my Oilers fan Steve bias. Like, this whole thing, start to finish, is terrible for the Flames. First of all, they get their butts kicked. And so Dave Rittich, oh, stick flip there. How about you flip your stick onto the bench there, bud? Then a fight breaks out. And Mike Smith is just standing there at center ice like, come on, Cam, buddy. Sup, Talvo? And the best part of all this, do we have an angle of Darnell Nurse being a bully? Just pointing at Talbot like, I think someone's waiting for you. And then he gets suckered into it, and then he gets the brakes beat off him.
Up the ice and says, you know what? Let's keep this thing going, and they go at it at a pretty spirited tilt too. Two big guys too. You look at both of these guys off the ice. They're not your typical goaltenders. Talbot's a big dude, took a couple rights there. He comes back with one, and then as they go down.
Mike Smith, noted Oilers goalie, beats up Cam Talbot, and then look at Dave Rittich. Look at him on the bench. Oh, he knows he's got to go back in there. Oh, he's about to stick flip out. Aren't you there, Dave? And so they throw big Civ Dave back in net. Did I stutter? And the Oilers won 8-3. Isn't it great when your team wins? My team won, the Oilers. This is it. You reap what you sow. This to me is a dang it that was the biggest dang it around the league so far this season. And friends, I'm not sure it's going to be topped. Here's Caspari Kapanen. Pardon?
Suzuki to the blue line. Here's Jeff Petrie. Fires a shot. Another big block by Caspari Kapanen. He threw a stick at him. Threw the broken stick at him, and that'll be penalized.
I don't think Kapanen can believe what he just did. He stick, and I think it was just a frustrated play by Kapanen. But one you can't do, he's got half a stick in there and he throws it.
No! So here's what happened. William Nylander, it turns out, everyone's saying that his game has been much improved. Actually, I thought this was terrible. Because what William Nylander did is he took the Toronto Maple Leafs, who had a perfectly good 3-1 lead, and he gave them a 4-1 lead. Willie, that's the kiss of death. Have you learned nothing? Is that what $11 million gets you these days? Oh, he's one of the ones that's not. Well, whatever, Willie. What is it? 6.9. The Sharks score to make it... Sharks? The Habs score to make it 4-2, and they make it 4-3, and the Leafs take a penalty. Oh, no, but it's okay. Caspari Kapanen is a very good penalty killer, and he's out there. And with 11 seconds left... Why? His stick is broken, the puck is on Jeff Petrie's intact stick, and Kapanen throws his stick directly at him. And my initial thought when I saw this was, oh no, now they gotta kill another penalty. You thought? Kapanen did not understand the rule, he said. I think what he meant is he didn't know you weren't allowed to do that, or he temporarily forgot. What I temporarily forgot is that it's a penalty shot. I know playing the puck with a broken stick, yeah, whatever. This, apparently, just javelining the stick at someone else is not allowed. But what's funny, shame on me, I should know that because that was a dang it from last year. It actually led to Sam Steele of the Anaheim Ducks getting his first career NHL hat trick. Can we show that?
Drops off for Fowler. Oh man, that should be a penalty.
It's
Oh yeah, there you go.
and it's Marcus Granlund. You can see he slides that stick into the play. Here's Marcus Granlund. You can see he just slides that stick into the passing lane.
The call on the ice is a penalty shot for shooting a stick at the puck.
Scores!
Wow.
It's a hat trick for Sam Steele on a rarely called play. A few hats making their ways onto the ice as the Ducks take a 3-2 lead.
Ah, so that is a rule. Wait, that means Jeff Petrie's... Oh.
Petrie on Michael Hutchinson. Tie game.
Oh, dang it. Oh, I'm sure Max Domi's going to be very kind about it. We now go live to Max Domi. Way to go, Kapanen. You'll get him next time. I am a sportsman. Good game. The Leafs, of course, forced overtime in this game. They still lost. They might not have needed overtime had Kapanen not thrown his stick at Jeff Petrie. That is a for the first dang it of the season, you made it a good one. Producer Drew said without Jake Gardiner on the team, this might be the Leafs dang it of the year. You know what's funny, Drew, is he scored an overtime winner for not the Leafs that very night. With James Reimer in net, when are we gonna start to shoot? Don't we have like a therapy series that's coming out? That's it's an HR violation of some sort. I'm gonna get you, whatever, Drew. I wonder what the first one's gonna be. Oh, you know, just let me. I just wanted to savor the moment. It's so good. Here's everyone's favorite person with the worst shootout attempt in NHL history.
Brad Marchand must score.
He missed the puck.
Start, or he nudged the puck forward.
Yeah, it looked like he got a piece of it.
Call it off.
It looked like he got a piece of it. Marchand trying to sell it like no. Flyers are saying, hey, he made a play on that puck. This is over.
Yep. It's like a double stroke in golf. Tom Chmielewski signals no goal.
Oh, Dangle Leaf fan, what about that time Tavares screwed it up? At least Tavares handled the puck for a second. At least Dennis Wideman was in scoring position before he completely... Okay, that was more embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. But Brad Marchand just... He didn't even touch it. Yes, he'd shut up and watch.
Well, one more look at him. Marchand just barely touches that puck with the heel of his stick. Looked like he didn't get his stick down in time. Right there, just grazes it, but makes some contact with the puck to move it off the dot.
Brad Marchand, who was having a normal one the next day, makes the biggest gaffe in shootout history. Can we show his tweets? Can we show how he wasn't mad at all? Here's him hoisting the Stanley Cup with a wink emoji chirp. Now, Brad needs some new material. The wink emoji in his Twitter is his go-to, and I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good one. But the cup thing, I seem to remember him using the same chirp on the Vancouver Canucks when the Canucks beat them during the regular season, and that was in 2012. Bradley, come on now. Then someone was giving him a little bit of the chirps afterward, and Brad had this to say. What he said, no, Drew, take it off. Drew, that is not the tweet. Do not leave this photo on the screen for another 5 seconds just so that we can all enjoy it and breathe it in. And Drusif, how dare you? Drew, who is real, that is enough. Sorry, folks. Here's the tweet from Brad Marchand. Your shootout is in your driveway, not the NHL, peasant. You pretend to be me in your backyard. Dream big, bud. Drew just asked me why I didn't read that like a normal person. I literally read how it was written. You want a cup, not a grammar contest. And if I had a Stanley Cup ring, I can't say I'd pay too much attention to grammar either. He's probably the best troll in the NHL. He's having another unbelievable season, and he plays for the Boston Bruins. So whenever he screws up, we gotta make a spectacle of it. That's why we're gonna show it to you one more time, because it's a great dang it.
Like he didn't get his stick down in time. Right there, just grazes it, but makes some contact with the puck to move it off the dot.
Now, let's talk about the incident. First and foremost, here is what led to it. There were a couple plays in this game. Carolina went in with both of their goalies, James Reimer and Peter Mrazek. Here's James Reimer leaving the game.
They are. Oops. Sandin that did a toe pick, and here comes Matthews. Turns around, fed the puck in front. The goaltender's down, wiped out by his own man. Friendly fire in the net.
It's not friendly. It's number 11. Zach Hyman went hard, and Reimer's down, and he's getting some attention. Slavin going to the bench. This is an aggressive play as Matthews was dipsy-doodling on the outside, pulled it to the side around the net, and watch the middle of the ice here. Great move here by Matthews, putting it to an area, getting around, and right in front, there's the cross-check by Hyman.
Okay, so that was a weird little play. Zach Hyman kind of giving the Carolina defenseman a little shove into Reimer. I don't think it was particularly hard, but I think he got the desired effect. Reimer tried to stay in the game for a few minutes, just wasn't feeling it, had to come out, and now he's going to be out for a while too. In the second period, Peter Mrazek comes out, way out, to play the puck, and ooh!
Great stick, knocked the puck down. Jason Spetz's long reach, and oh, what a collision here! Mrazek got run over by Kyle Clifford. And the worst case scenario for the Carolina Hurricanes, the trainers on the ice again to look at a goaltender, and already one goaltender's out of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can really blame Clifford on this one. This is a race for a puck, and he's focused on getting there. You're not expecting the goaltender to be out at the top of the circles. Mrazek just came out flying trying to get to that first. You have to watch it again in live motion there. It's just one of those quick plays. He's going, trying to get after the puck. He's focused on it, and all of a sudden, there he is. Mrazek going after it, wasn't just trying to stop and make the play. He tried to follow through. Look at the goaltender. Oh, he's trying to make a shot with that puck. And, yeah, I don't even think that Clifford's really even looking at the goaltender, but that is one heck of a hard collision. The mask came off, and you've got to hope that Mrazek, who's come in relief and played really well, settle things down. Looking at anything other than the puck. Does he take a quick peek? No, he's focused on the puck the whole way through. And you can see at different times guys will take a peek and know that they're going to have a collision. I think this is one that he's focused. He's got one hand on his stick.
Get the number of that truck. Kyle Clifford. This was another rule thing that I just... Listen, is it an infraction or not? Is it or not? Look at the impact of this hit. If you're gonna call it charging, it's 5. That was the initial call. They reviewed it and made it 2. Beg your pardon? Again, pick a thing. 2 minutes for charging was them not picking a thing. I didn't think it was a penalty, personally. I thought Peter Mrazek came out to play the puck. Kyle Clifford's not even looking at him. He's going for the puck. He's reaching for it. Who throws a hit like this? But I would have had more respect for them if they just picked the thing. Is it an infraction or not? It's a penalty? No? Okay, then don't call it a penalty. Is it a penalty? It's 5. He murdered the goalie. Murdered him, cold blood, cold case files. Look at him. Anyway, so Mrazek comes out of the game. I wonder if Reimer is going to go back. Oh, he can't? Huh? So what the hell are they gonna, what are they gonna, does Scott Foster have a private plane? No. Turns out the Carolina Hurricanes now have to turn to the emergency goaltender, the E-Bug, emergency backup goaltender, who works for the Leafs.
How about this moment? Oh my goodness. What can be going through your mind right now? And you know what's going through Rod Brindamore's mind. He can't believe he's seeing what he's watching. Number 90 come out, get fist bumped from all his players.
David Ayres, the emergency goaltender. He's from Whitby, played some junior B. Sat on the bench for the Marlies in December of 2015, but didn't have to play. And here he is in a National Hockey League game in the middle of a playoff race for a team that desperately needs the points.
So what a moment. What's going through your mind as Rod Brindamore? You know, Jim, as a coach, you're thinking, okay, matchups. You've talked about it all game as they sort of chit-chat there. Do I want my defensive pairings? Now you just got to adjust on the fly.
This dude is the Zamboni driver for the Toronto Marlies. Like, once he gets back from the Stephen Colbert show, he's gonna come back and get his paycheck and go to the bank, and it's gonna say Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment on it. Playing against the Leafs. He's wearing blue pants! No Hurricanes goalie has ever worn blue pants. Not since they were the Whalers. It used to be a thing. It did. It used to be a thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. And GMs around the league are losing their mind. They're losing their mind. The Leafs have an employee in net for the other team on home ice on national television. Is no one else seeing this? You can tell I've had thoughts. And then what happened? The Hurricanes won. Oh, the Leafs tried. I mean, John Tavares got a goal against him. Pierre Engvall got a goal against him. And good thing the Leafs then put on 7 shots in the third period against an emergency backup goalie, who they scored their first 2 shots again. I was watching this game like the next person across the offensive blue line and pass it should get traded. Alex Kerfoot, darn, I thought you've been having a good season, having a good game, but you passed it, so you gotta go. Deadline pass and no such luck. They all got to stay. Except for Michael Hutchison, he got traded. Stop giving other teams your goalies! Now producer Drew's got all these goalies. You're just about to get a Hutchison jersey, aren't you? Yeah, you are. When's your birthday? When is your birthday? I should ask more questions. It's always all about me. I'm sorry. And then the Leafs lost. They lost. Now listen, I'm not so hardened that I can't look at this and think about how amazing of a story it is. I know I've screamed multiple times that the Leafs lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them, and people think I'm saying that to be insulting to David Ayres. What? Where'd you get that? Here, I want you to do me a favor, all right? So bust out your phone. I'm sure you got a phone. I want you to unlock it. I want you to go through your apps, all right? You find Google Maps. And when I tell you that the Leafs lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them, I want you to find me the lie. They did. It's what happened. I'm not insulting the guy. I'm sure even he was surprised that A, he was in that position, and B, won. If Patrick Mahomes goes up against the dude who paints the lines on the field, who you picking? It's nothing against him. His story's amazing. It's inspiring. But for the Leafs afterwards to say they were in a no-win situation. Yeah, you were. Yes, you were. If you score more goals than them, you win. Well, yeah, but then it becomes this thing that they beat like one of their own employees, and that's how they got 2 points in the standings. And imagine if that decides the playoffs. Dude, if you needed any proof that this league is not rigged in the Leafs' favor, they can't beat their own employees. But to say, oh, they're in a no-win situation, they would have been a bit. Oh, so you threw the game? I'm sorry, what am I? You throw the game? Is that what you did? It's binary. 2 options. You suck or you threw the game. Which is it? Could be a combination of the 2, but that's it. 2 things. The Leafs didn't lose to a Zamboni driver. They lost to the Hurricane. I have grasped that. The thing is, the Zamboni driver for the night was on the Hurricanes brainwave. Oh, they lost because the Hurricanes played for. I know! That's why it sucks. The Leafs played so bad, and the Hurricanes played so good, I guess, that they could have had almost literally anybody in net. I said almost literally anybody because, let's face it, David Ayres is probably a better goaltender than anyone watching this video. I don't know. I'll have to ask my cousin because I woke up the morning after that game to the news that he plays for my cousin on Friday nights. Now, I'm obviously the upset Leaf fan. Drew, on the other hand, is throwing in all these other barbs. Like, for example, did you know that David Ayres currently has more NHL wins this season than Corey Schneider? Is that really? He also needs 4 more saves to tie Garrett Sparks on the season. I saw that. He has a higher save percentage than Calvin Pickard. That Marley's tandem that won the Calder Cup has not prospered, eh? Oh, he has the same amount of career NHL wins as Justin Pogge, I believe in 1/8 of the games. Drew just said, Roberto Luongo tweeted out that he never won in Toronto? That dude played for 45 years against the worst team. He never beat the Leafs in Toronto. You're lying, let me see. Oh my God. I think he's only 1 win behind Leaf legend and Avalanche legend Antoine Bibeau. Oof. Ooh, oof. The only good thing we got out of this, like I said, whenever there's a review, it's in Toronto. Put that to bed forever. Dig a hole, bury it in the ground, and say a eulogy. The league is not rigged in the Leafs' favor because they lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them, which I may or may not have mentioned.